All right, so just took her out of the kennel. I'm going to do a relationship building session here. So not really asking much. Maybe some concepts will be introduced during it, and more just hanging out with her. Good girl. She pays attention to me, rewarding her. I want to start to build engagement to me and focus on me. So you see she's a dog who's very outwardly focused. Anytime I get eye contact from her, I'm going to mark it with yes and then feed her. Yes is going to be a marker word that she learns. That means, yes, I like what you just did in that moment. Come to me and you're going to get some food for it. So right now she doesn't understand yes, but she will. Yes. Girl. So and what I want to get is rather than her wanting to be everywhere else but here, to be so focused on me, yes, that she doesn't want to walk away. And then once I have engagement and focus built, then we can work on obedience behaviors. Yes. So the behavior announces the marker, which announces the food. So when I get a behavior I like, I mark it with yes. That announces the fact that I'm going to reach in my pouch and give her some food. Yes. And that's how we classically condition something. You introduce a stimulus they don't know, a small time delay, and reward it, and it will classically condition that word to have an association that to mean food's coming. Yes. Good girl. Yes. I also want to practice feeding from both hands. That's important. Yes. That way I don't have a dog that always favors coming to one side of my body because that's where the food always comes from. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good. And you see how her engagement now is starting to stay on me? Yes. Good girl. Very nice. And the jumping and all that, we'll worry about correcting and addressing that once she has a better understanding of the leash. Yes. Good girl. Oh, yeah, good girl. Very good job. Oh, easy. Easy. Oh, yes. Good girl. Very nice, Mama. Good girl. Sascha. Good girl. Yes. Very good job. Break. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Very nice, Mama. Good. Good girl. Very nice. Break. Good. Spin. Yes, good girl. Very nice. Good. So now I've rewarded a few spins and a few downs and some eye contact. Now what you should see is, yes, you should see a dog that starts, because of the reward history is telling her this. This guy likes when I look at him, I'm engaging with him. Yes, I'm sitting or I'm down. And once I load those behaviors with, I didn't ask her to do any of those, but once I reward them a couple times, she should start to offer them in the training session. Then I'll capitalize on that and reward it. Good. Sit. Yes. Good girl. So when she offers a behavior, I can tell her what behavior it was and then mark it and reward it. Down. Yes. Very nice. Good girl. Sit. Yes. Very good. Yeah, good girl. Oh, you gotta learn how to spin. You're not very coordinated like that, huh? You're not so coordinated like that, huh? Come on. Let's go. Come on. You got it. Yes. Good girl. Very nice. Good girl. Good. Wait for her to look at me. Yes. Good girl. Very nice. Again, this is all, I'm starting to teach stuff, and she's learning concepts, but more so, we're building a working relationship. I want her to realize she can have fun with me, and that learning's fun, and from there I can build everything I need to build once I have that mindset. What you should start to see is all that crazy energy where she's all over the place all the time. I call that leaking drive or bleeding drive. That's her desire to work. She's a working dog, so her desire to work, when not given a proper channel for that, what happens is it comes out in hyperactive, neurotic behavior all day. And once you start giving them a job like obedience, it starts to they start to put that energy into the behavior so that it's not just bleeding out or leaking out all day. Sascha, yes. Good job, Mama. Yes. Good girl. Right? Please. Yes. Good girl. Right, Mama? Sascha. Please. Yes. Good job, baby. Sascha. Please. Good girl. Very nice. Good job. So the difference between the marker word she's going to learn, break, and I gave you that sheet this morning that goes over this. If I tell her, and I'm going to demonstrate, it's easier. Place. Good. Good means I like what you're doing. Keep doing it. That's how we build duration. Good. Good. Break. Break is her release word. That's an obedience command. I'll release her from a behavior that you asked her to do. But good, if she hears good, she should go, in her brain, she should think, he likes what I'm doing, continue to do it. I may or I may not get food when I hear good, but continue to do it until I'm told otherwise. Now the difference between that marker and the word yes, yes would look like this. Sascha, please. Yes. It would tell her, I like what you did, and simultaneously release her from the behavior. And where the main difference between those markers are, good is a duration marker, yes is a terminal marker. Yes is 100% rewarded every single time you tell her that word. Good is variably rewarded. The 100% reinforcement of yes helps create speed into the behavior, and a desire and a love for the behavior. Yes. The word good, because it's variably reinforced, it creates duration. The dog goes, well, I don't always get food every time I hear good, so let me continue to wait until the good that gets me food. And the unpredictability of that word is what builds duration. And you saw right there while we were talking, she went over and sat on place on her own without me asking. She's smart, she understands what we like, and she wants to reproduce those behaviors. Place. Good. Nope. Good. Good girl. Very good. Very nice. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. First session, I want to make it fun and rewarding. Break. Good. Spin. Yes. Good girl. That was a good spin. Very nice. Yeah, I like that one, right? Spin. Yes. Oh, you can't fall over when you spin, clumsy. Good. Waiting for her to give me eye contact. She's looking at my hand, but not my eyes. Yes! Good girl. And we wait for eye contact for a couple of reasons. One, think about it. If we don't have our dog's eyes, we don't have our dog's brain. Wherever our dog's eyes are is where their brain's at. So when we get their eyeballs, we know we have their attention. We also know if we have their eyeballs, we could keep their attention away from other things. And we also, where was I just going with that? Oh, and when we get their eyeballs, it's also a way of them asking permission. So the more our dog starts to look at us, we can get to the back door or the front door to go for a walk. And when we get there and the dog sits and we wait for them, when the dog looks up at us with their eyeballs, it's almost like, hey, can we go? And they're asking permission. And the more I can get my dog to look at me, the easier everything in life is. So, Sascha, please. Good. Good girl. Very good, Mama. Very good. Very good job. Break. Good girl. Sit. Good. 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 Very nice. And even stuff like that, I'm not in a rush to reward you. You need to learn to be patient. Good. So if you jump up to, if I go to give her food and she jumps to have her sit, removing it is a consequence. I'll bring it back to you when you're polite. So if I go to give you food and you try and steal it from me, no. Good. And when you're nice about it, I'll give it to you. If I continue, again, it's all manners. The more mannerly I can make my dog, the easier my dog is to live with. Good. Break. Good girl. Do one more rep. Sascha. Please. Good girl. Nope. Good girl. Very nice. Good, I'm not in a rush, even there. I need her to make those mistakes. Good. I need her to make those mistakes in order for me to show her it's wrong. So if I never allow her to jump off the bed, she never learns it's something she can't do. So I want my dog to make mistakes. I want to show them what's right. I need to show them what they shouldn't be doing. I need to set boundaries and guidelines and rules and structure on both sides of things so my dog understands how to exist in life, that in our world. Otherwise, they don't know, and we yell at them all day for stuff they just don't understand. Sascha, break. Very good. I'm going to end that session there. Nice short little rewarding session.